Broadcast managers and senior broadcasters drawn from the major radio and television stations across Nigeria assemble at the behest of the National Broadcasting Commission to rub minds on responsible use of on-air news content, programming, and other issues. The Commission's Director General deplores what he describes as the persistent violations of the Nigeria Broadcasting Code by some broadcasters.
We've seen an emerging trend where political rhetoric is pulling our broadcasters, our news presenters, our current affairs discussants into an arena. I will not call it new because it has been an emerging trend for a while, where they have to address issues. Now, we have also found out that in addressing issues, sometimes we lose sight of standards, we lose sight of editorial content, and we let emotions flow.
The NBC DG also suggests measures to remedy what it believes is the unrestrained infringement of the provisions of the Broadcast Code of Ethics amid fears by broadcast professionals of censorship.
We have to conduct that exercise so that we don't open the door to all kinds of characters who might not have the clear objective of the broadcasting in mind when they go into it, and they can use it for a platform to do all kinds of activities that are negative.
During the interactive session, broadcasters also raised concerns about unresolved issues that impact on the performance of their duties.
When are we going to have a review of the broadcasting code? Thank you.
Are you aware that the government agencies have been purveying fake news, distributing disinformation and misinformation? And once they do that, what does the NBC also do to them?
I think that the NBC should, as a matter of urgency, look at that, the possibility of having the stations, in collaboration with NBC, hold regular training sessions on the provisions of the code.
Other broadcast leaders emphasized the need for stronger regulation of the broadcast media, especially in the face of the current fight against insecurity.
In this area of social media, this industry needs to be regulated. So that's why we need to give all our support to NBC, and it has to be a two-way traffic. NBC also has to listen to us.
Broadcasting is bleeding in Nigeria. I can tell you that if there is any sector that is undergoing serious pain in this country today, it is the broadcast industry. And it evolved from COVID-19 era.
The Commission's DG promises that going forward, it will no longer be business as usual, as there'll be stricter controls as far as on-air content is concerned.
When there's an infringement, we will demand that the licensee or the broadcaster will send such persons to us for training, or the FRCN training school, or whatever training that person needs to get re-educated on the provisions of the code.
Stakeholders agree that a more sound knowledge of the Nigerian Broadcasting Code by professionals and the NBC itself will properly guide the conduct of producers and on-air personalities in terms of the content they roll out and how regulation is also carried out professionally. Charles Eruka, Arise News.